The first thing that I want to do is put my name here. So I'm going to click 3 times on here using the cursor, and then it'll give me a cursor next to it. And then I'm going to put in caps lock, my first name, and my last name. Then I want to immediately file, save it. So I'm going to save as the first time, and I'm going to call this my initials, so LB LED, LB LED, and I'm going to save it. It doesn't have to be all caps, it's fine, just what I was in. Alright, so now it says LB LED up there, no longer says template. That's important, just to orient you to the template here. So these are the spaces in which you'll draw the drawing here, these green spaces. And if I zoom in by pushing forward with my wheel on my mouse, I can see them a little bit better. Top view, front view, right side view. And then these are the different components that you'll be putting in. You may use all these, you may change them. Different ones for different people are going to go in different places depending on orientation. This is the battery pack here. This is the switch. These are the dowels. And this, I only included one of these, but I think it's important. This is the plexiglass with the LEDs. So if I'm to go about doing this in a very, very simple, the kind of the most simple design possible, I would simply draw this should be defaulted for you, and I would draw a rectangle, pick rectangle, and for my top view, if I'm just using the thing, so you have all this available to you. If that doesn't show up, just as an aside, you can go to Window, and it may be under Hide Tray, so you want to go to Show Tray, show your tray of tricks here. And then I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to draw a 3/8 inch by 4.5 inch square, rectangle, sorry. And I'm going to see down here, I can just type this in. So I tell it which way I want it to go. I can even make it like that tiny. And then I let go of my mouse, I don't click anything. And then I just start typing. So I know that going across is 4 1/4, so 4.25, and you can see that coming up in that dialog box on the bottom right. And then comma, my wood is 3/8 of an inch thick. That's interesting. I must have put in obviously the wrong measurement. Exciting. So I said 3, undo. Um, 4.25, comma, 3/8. Enter. Okay, that looks a lot better. And then I can, if I know that's just there, I can probably just bring that across on that line. Okay, there's my wood, and now I can start to place my components. So I need to be careful in doing this, but it is not too difficult. I'd probably have this down here and keep it off of the edge slightly, and you see it all lines up inside that green area. And then I would do the same thing too. I'd come off of the edge 1/8 of an inch there, and then this view here, doing the same thing. Could even do that 1, 2 over. And I'll just zoom in here so you can see that a little bit better. Come down, come over 1, 2 spots. Then I need to put in my what this is going to look like up here. So, by the way, that hand shows up by me pressing down on the wheel like a button and dragging it with my hand depressed. So here I really want to concentrate on that center. So I'm going to take that. I know I have to line it up here. All right. And I know it's 1/8 of an inch off of the side from there to there and there to there because I did it here and here like that. And it is dashed because I can't see it. I'm sorry. If I were to look at the top view, I would need X-ray vision to see it, so that's why it is dashed. So it's called, that dashed line is called a hidden line. So I can go right up here. I can read that elevation, the second number, 11/16. That will help me in making sure I'm lined up. And again, you can go 1 down 2 and over 2. That works. Alright, now you see I've got the stand, all these things lined up, and it's, you know, very simple, but it'll work. Then I have to decide where are my components going to go. You can put your LEDs anywhere on here that you see fit. Again, I'm going to keep this very simple. I'm going to put it right in the center. And for some reason it doesn't want to go there. And that's okay. You can see it's not centered. So if you run into that, you can use the arrow buttons on your computer, and that should get you where you want to go. I've put these dotted lines on here just as a reference, symmetry lines, and they go through the center of the top view. Alright, so if that's there, then I'm going to put this is going to go in this area. I can't go in the same place as the dowel, but it can go near it. And I want to keep it in off the edge a little bit. And this would be underneath. So I'd want to change this to a dash to show it's a hidden line. And I would keep it the same, small dashes as that. Conversely, that is going to be seen underneath there. Again, I'm kind of looking at, I see 3 3/8 when I line that up on the bottom of it. So if I click on this again, well, I get 0, 0. So I want to go down and match that 0. And then I know everything is lined up. If you don't, if you have a question, you can always just draw a quick projection line to see if you have lined up things correctly. And that would just be a simple line. Yeah, so that's going to be good. Control Z. Alright, so where is this battery pack going to go? Over here? I may keep it off. Well, I know where that's going to go. It's going to go in 1/8 of an inch. Some of you may think, well, how does he know where that's going to go? Well, I saw it. It's right here. That area is right there. This line needs to be dashed because it's behind the dowel. So I would go here to split And I would split this like that. It's give me all that stuff, and now if I go back to my cursor and click on that, I can make this dashed as well. Right, and now I just need to place my my switch. I think a good place for the switch would be right up here. So I'm gonna put, whoa, that's some crazy stuff there. I wanted to move it and it didn't. That's kind of fun. All right, got the 4 things. And all right, so there's where the switch is going to go here, and then I'm going to line this up. All right, I got 4 3/8 there. So again, 4 3/8 can be even with the top. And then I know that this one is even with the top and even with the side. So that edge is this edge. And the only thing I need to do now, well, I need to do 2 things, and those would be putting in some cut lines here so that could fit in as I slotted it in. So I need to cut that out. So I would have some black. I'd bring that down to my stroke, and then I would a rectangle. That's 1 3/4 in my point here. My dialog box. I go up there 1 3/4, and okay. And then so this is going to get cut out. And I could probably split that if I'm being really accurate. Split this. Okay, and then I think I could probably erase that, and that could be exciting, but I'm going to try. And anytime I'm really doing some delicate erasing, I want to zoom in. All right, now I know I'm going to cut that there. All right, and here, I'll make that a hidden line. Of course, it's grouped. That's interesting. I've grouped it so you could make it. So I'll just go down here and say ungroup, and then when I click that, I should be able to get that. I get those little dashes saying that it's a hidden line. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to right click, ungroup it, and I'm going to do my dashes, make them small. I think I forgot to do the, so here we go. Okay, this is going to work. And now it's a pretty accurate drawing of a very simple light stand that would work. It's all fitting in the boxes that I'd given you, and it should be, all set. So